I'm going to be breaking down a calorie calculator that I created and going through what a social chatbot automation is. You use a software called ManyChat, you then create an automation, and then you select a trigger word or words to initiate that automation working. So for example, with this one, we use the word calories, and when someone types in the word calories on my DMs or comments that word on a post, it will automatically send them a message to their DM to start the automation. And we're going to be going through what we can collect and what we can do. This one took me hours and it has a lot of math equations, but again, there's other ones where it can be very simple, where you just give them one message with a link to a PDF or Notion document, whatever it would be. But the whole point of this is to make sure that we're keeping people on the platform, keeping the platforms happy, because you're not getting them to leave, go over to a typical old-fashioned way of a website page with an opt-in. They complete that and then they go to a thank you page. We do not need any of that. I'm going to go through this automation right here, and at the end, I'll tell you how you can potentially get your hands on it. As you can see, it is a big automation. So we're going to go edit and we're going to break it down, and then I'll go into one of my clients' accounts at the end. We've got time, and just go through some of the results that we've been getting. So what you're going to do here, as I said, this is bigger than the average, excuse my pun, and here we're just going to basically have a trigger. So here we've got it set as a message is one of these. So let me move that out the way. Messages, message contains, etc. So I highly recommend that it is message is on a DM, because if someone says, oh, how many calories should I eat, then it would, if it was message contains, it would actually trigger the workflow and people be like, what the hell's going on? So you've got that there, and then you've got other triggers here as well. So this is one that I've done with some of my clients as well as myself, which is when a user clicks on an Instagram ad, comments on a post or reel, buys to a story, user clicks a referral link. So again, the ones you see here are Instagram. You've also got Facebook Messenger as well, which is pretty much identical with a few more options there as well. So these are what are actually going to trigger the automation to begin with. Now, as you can see on this one here, when you start off, I quite simply ask them, do they like, thanks for requesting a calorie calculator, just to confirm. So you want to confirm with that. And these are called quick reply buttons. So when they click that, it takes them through to this message. If they say no, then it'll go to this message, which says, no problem, have a good day. So you can, again, get these templates and you can tweak these. So with this one here, we're trying to get their first name, because some usernames, again, say my business PT Collective isn't my actual name. We want to collect their first name so we can use that further along in the automation, as well as syncing it up with our CRM or your email service provider. So here you'll create this and you'd have three keyboard input. So we can ask for their first name, number, text, like there's so many different options in email, etc. And we'll go to the email one now. So once we've got their first name, on this one, I haven't got it here, but if you've already got them as contacts in your ManyChat account, you can have conditions, which says if you've already got the first name, then don't ask them. If you've already got their email, then don't ask them for that. And you want to be probably having a few of these automation sequences in place for your business, especially if you're a personal trainer, one training related, one nutrition related. You can even build out your own pre-consultation form using ManyChat. So here, once we've got that there, we're asking for their email. Now, what I've got with some of my clients is we sync that with their email service provider, and we take the data from this automation, we send it over as a sort of a welcome email for completing a calorie calculator. Again, beautiful thing is this is all within the DM, so Instagram doesn't penalize you for trying to take people off their platform. They actually reward you, because if you're using the comment a keyword on a post, people are commenting, you can then set up an auto reply message, and you can have, I think, up to 30 different options. That's going to show Instagram there's more engagement going on your post, and to show it to more people, as well as them coming out and stating that stories and direct messages are some of the most used features, and they want you to use those. So when people comment with a keyword or just reply to a story, trigger the automation, you've got messages going back and forward. So what's likely to happen is Instagram are going to look at you as well as your followers and go, oh, these are communicating. Let's maybe show this person's post or stories at the start of their feed, or at the top, like the first 4 things you have on like the profile. Let's actually start showing this person up more on this individual's feed, because they obviously have a closer connection, who are communicating with one another. So here you can have it so that if they don't actually put an email, like you can still fake it. It will say, this isn't an email, please do it again. And you can also have stuff here. I've not bothered with this one, but if someone hasn't responded, there's a 24-hour rule where you can get them to, you can say, if someone hasn't responded within 23 hours, send them a follow-up message, be like, hey, just making sure you wanted to carry on with the calorie calculator. Now, the thing here, we broke it down into people sometimes use metrics, sometimes use imperial. So we have that option there. I'm going to zoom out. So based on that, they go either up or down. And then we're using the Harrison Benedict formula for working out their calories. Let me just check that. So whenever you see something highlighted in blue here, again, that's going to be from the keyboard input. So we say first name, Luke, how old are you? Well, we need that data. I won't go into too much detail, but we break down into the height. So we're collecting that information that we need to basically create their BMR. Once we've got that, we move them here. If they're male, we move them up here because there's a different formula for males as females when it comes to working out their BMR, their basal metabolic rate. Once we've got that there, we'll scroll all the way up. You'll see all the formulas here. Took me a while. They're there, so you won't have to mess around with them. If, though, you did want to change the grams per kilogram of body weight, because the literature is obviously changing, and your target market or your niche you may want to give them a slightly less grams per kilogram. You can do that. I won't go through it now, but anyone that signs up to the 21-day social chatbot challenge, where I'll be breaking it down in more detail, but in short, you click on that, you click here, and you can change the multiple here, and then you can change the actual user field on the back end outside of this. So you can actually tweak that as well based on your personal preference as a coach. Once we've got that there, we're going to move them up. It's then going to give them the BMR, then rounds it up. I've done it so it rounds up, so it's not like 0.22, and then once we've got that information, we say we need to work out your daily activity levels, so we can move them up to here. And again, using the calculation, we find out how active they are. So let's go for me, like lightly active, and we've got a multiplication factor here where we can take that into account. Once we've got that, we then give them what their maintenance calories would be. And then we move on to what is their goal. Do they want to lose weight, maintain weight, or gain weight? Let's say they want to lose weight. We go perfect. Then we actually say we recommend a percentage deficit. So here, let's say, right, I'm going to say 15% deficit. Takes that information into account. We scroll all the way here. Everything's connected. And then what we do is we have this message right here where it's like, Luke, your daily calories is whatever it would be rounded up, and your protein target is boom. This is so powerful. The old way would just be a calorie calculator on a website, horrible looking website page, slow loading speed, and you'd then probably pay a software to use a calorie calculator, and then it might be a little bit tricky to actually link that up with your email service provider. Now, the beautiful thing about ManyChat is it has many different integrations. So from here, we can go here, and it links up with ChatGPT. Now, I've not done this yet, but I will be playing around with it, where it'd be like having a conversation and nurturing a relationship with a lead. Now, you might be thinking automation, oh, I don't like it. People know it's not a real human. If you're honest with them and you'd be like, this is automated, perfectly fine. Now, the beautiful thing is this, is that when people want something, they want a quick response. You want to strike it while they're hot. Now, what this enables us to do is we can, I won't show you now because of people's privacy, but it collects all of your contacts in here. If you sync this up with your email service provider, it will add their emails, their first name. You can even sync up their results on what their calorie target and protein target would be and send that information over. Now, with that being said, it enables you to then just go back into the DM. How did you find a calorie calculator? Then you can have the real human interaction. Did you have any questions? How much protein are you currently on? You see how you're giving them something of value first, and then you're nurturing relationship, not only in the DMs, but you could set up an email autoresponder to again provide more value with the aim of getting them to book in a consultation to potentially sign up as a one-to-one client. So it links up with Klaviyo, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, HubSpot, ConvertKit. There's some of them there. You can also use the API. There's other apps. There's plenty of different apps that you can use. So with my software, we sync up with Zapier, and we use tags to then trigger that, to then send that information over. So that's ManyChat. That's the benefits of it. That's me going through just one. Plenty of different other ones. So I've got a priority list here for the chatbot. So when people do the chatbot, as I said, we've got first name, already got it. Email, already got it. If we don't have it, we send them down this path, and we can do what we want. We add tags. As you can see, we've got 18 people currently just on this one here alone. This one I've collected emails, and I've just kindly said, would you be interested to find out more information? 79% of people said yes. So I added them to my CRM using a lead magnet to then have a subsequent effect, building up my priority list for my 21-day challenge. So there you have it. Any questions about ManyChat, about automations, let me know. Comment below in the video. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment, do what you need to do. Thank you very much.